night. My name is JP Watkins, and I am out of the Dallas Fort Worth area. I am a four-star director, guys, and all that means is I have a team well over 1,500 individuals. We are now 2,800 strong as of today. Guys, I'm the #3 income earner in all of PlanNet marketing, and I am truly humble and grateful. It's all good now, but it hadn't always been that way. See, I came from humble beginnings where I went to college, got that degree, and I thought I was going to live the American dream, guys, but it quickly became the American nightmare. Truly overworked, underpaid in property management for over 20 years. I started out being a leasing consultant. Guys, and you did not need a degree for that. How many of you are working in fields you truly didn't need a degree for? So I got started in property management, guys, and climbed the ranks to a manager, to a sales and marketing executive. And I had an office with a door, and I thought I was truly fancy because I had a salary. But when you looked at the hours that I worked on my corporate job, guys, I didn't even make minimum wage with the salary that I was given. So it was truly a bait and switch. I was living a facade, a fantasy, and I truly was not free. So a friend of mine told me, I'd like for you to take a look at a home-based business that I'm doing. She said, you truly need to have a plan A, B, and C. And guys, I never knew anything about a plan B. I always thought, you go to work hard and you'll get, you'll live the American dream. But many of us have not been taught correctly. And what I mean by that is what I found myself being was tired instead of rich. And so my mentor, guys, began to show me a different way. And that's what I'm here tonight to do, to show you a different way, to expand your mind, to truly stretch you, to dream bigger, faster. Imagine financial freedom. Just for a moment, what would it take to really get you free? Whatever you're making per year, imagine you making that per month. Every single month, that dollar amount is coming through your bank account. Guys, think about personal freedom. What do you like to do? Some of you enjoy valet parking like I do. Some of you enjoy getting your nails and your hair done, and some of you enjoy golfing. You may have a golf fetish. Whatever it is, guys, you want to have the personal freedom to do it. And last but not least is time freedom. Money can be replaced, but time is irreplaceable. Guys, they said live full and die empty so that you don't leave anything on the field. God, you got to experience more, and you need time to do that. And that's why we're going to show you tonight in the next few moments how to design your ideal life. Many people come to me all the time saying, I want to earn more. I would love to travel more. In fact, they had a survey of people who said, if you won Powerball, what are the top 3 things that you would do? And guys, you would think paying debt and bills would be #1, but the #1 thing that folks said, 98% said travel. And so that's a hint, and a clue. Save more and experience more. We all want more experiences. Who doesn't want to cruise the Mediterranean? Who doesn't want to sit and lay out on the sandy beaches of Jamaica, or the beautiful, lush beaches of Hawaii? Who doesn't want to, look at the great pyramids of Egypt, the sand dunes of Dubai, an African safari? Many of us would love to live these experiences, but we lack 2 things, and that's time and that's money. But guys, the gentleman who is making this possible for families all over the planet is none other than Mr. Donald Bradley. This gentleman is my mentor, my coach, my personal sponsor, and he is changing lives. We're 17,000 strong as a company, guys, going into Project 20,000. We are only 18 months old as a company, so we're just getting started. This gentleman comes from humble beginnings as well, where he went to college, got his degree, but he also served in the United States Air Force. After getting out of college, guys, he was a salesperson, and he began to see that it was very hard, working with your linear income, working every single day with your own hands. But guys, he began to understand the power of leverage income, and he began to build teams all over the world. He has always been in every company he's ever been in. for the past decade, the MVP, #1 income earner and top performer. So guys, 2 years ago almost, he said, I'm going to create my own company because I feel like there's something missing from the industry. Guys, anybody who can do a thing, if they've made 7 figures, they can teach a thing. And he said, I'm not just going to, use this knowledge for myself. I'm going to empower other families to have the same experiences that me and my wife, Deborah, have had. He said, we're committed to offering a financial opportunity that provides now income and, more importantly, sustained financial security. And who doesn't want sustainable financial security? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Donald Bradley acquired the talent of none other than Andy Kaufman, who is the tip top talent in the industry of network marketing. Guys, he is the CEO, and he is extremely talented, bright, well-versed on operations, compliance, marketing, budgeting. And that's why we're in 13 countries in 18 months and counting. Leanne Treckler is the hardest working lady that I know, a heart of gold, and she heads up our customer service department. Who wants to call customer service and get no one on the line? Guys, these people are on top of answering questions and assisting our agents, and that's why we're growing by leaps and bounds. Now, let me talk about this exclusive partnership with InteleTravel. PlanNet Marketing is the marketing arm. InteleTravel is the travel piece. And guys, if you happen to know anything about InteleTravel, you know that they're the Cadillac of the travel industry. They've been around for 25 years, licensed and bonded. They still have their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Not only are they members of CLIA, the Cruise Line International Association, but they're Diamond Club members of CLIA. They actually have their certification instructor status with Cruise 360, so they educate people all over the world about travel. InteleTravel sells travel, period. And let me just say this, you can have an amazing product. If you look at history, the McDonald brothers came up with a really amazing and innovative, speedy system to making hamburgers back in the 1950s when nobody was doing what they did. They really came up with an innovative way, or they kind of coined fast food, if you will. However, they did not have a way to expand their company. It was only until Ray Kroc, the visionary, with the idea to take it and franchise it all over the world, that McDonald's is what it is today. So you have a great product, but there has to be a way to expand it to households all over the world. And that's where Mr. Bradley is really taking the role very similar to Mr. Kroc in empowering and expanding. Mr. Bradley, PlanNet Marketing, offer the marketing for InteleTravel to expand their company all over the world. Guys, InteleTravel knows their stuff. They have really innovated and created the home-based travel agent idea. That was their idea. And so when we talk about streamlining travel agents, I remember back in the 80s, you had to go to a storefront or some type of, office to book your travel. Then they kind of made it easier because you could get on the phone and book with travel agents. But guys, now everyday people like you and I are going online. We're going to Expedia.com, Orbitz, Priceline, Cheap Tickets, Kayak. All of these booking engines, guys, are playing in the travel game, and so is InteleTravel. But none of those booking agencies or booking entities that I just spoke of are offering you a cut or a ray to partner with them. InteleTravel says instead of going to Expedia.com, go to you.com. And guys, Mr. James Ferrara says we offer an experience in travel beyond anything you've ever had. We bring back the fun and the added income. And who doesn't want to have fun and added income? Why does this business make so much sense? Everybody wants to make more money, but most people don't want to go pushing stuff on people. They don't want to be that person that's suggesting that you lose weight by drinking such and such shake or taking this tea. They don't want to stuff you in the latest girdle. They don't want to sell you jewelry that could possibly turn your neck green. Most people would love to make extra cash, but they don't want to feel like they're hustling their friends. With travel, It's a business that sells itself. You work from the comfort of your own home. It's a virtual business, so you don't have to stock stuff. See, we all know people who are having family reunions. We know individuals who go to church and they have the youth retreat, the married couples retreat. The singles are retreating, even the senior saints retreat. There are individuals that you know who are getting married. They're having honeymoons, anniversaries. In fact, one of my business partners, Miss Robin Seidel, she booked a 50 and fabulous cruise for a former boss of hers. The cruise started off with 50 cabins. It ended up being 80, 90 cabins. She walked away with $11,000 in commissions. Guys, we know people who are part of sororities and fraternities, and they're always going on conventions. What about the little kids? Who do you know playing AAU or top sports? Guys, these children are traveling. And who's getting paid when they get on those buses and when they're in those hotels? See, travel generates $1.3 trillion in the US alone every year, 8 trillion globally, but it's projected to go to 15 trillion in the next decade. Travel is the number one word researched on the internet between the hours of 9 to 5. And what are most people doing from 9 to 5? They're typically at work, but many times they're playing Candy Crush and Angry Birds and Solitaire, and they're Googling the latest, destination that they can escape to. And so, guys, think about this. If you can meet a need and fill it, you can make a mint. That's just a business principle. And the people who are driving the economy who have a great need are the baby boomers. They are retiring every 20 seconds for the next 20 years. And what do you think they want to do? Baby boomers are definitely ready to travel, but there's some new kids on the block. They're between 18 and 34. These young people don't have a lot of money, but they are seeing the world wide. They're on social media, and they want access to the world. And guys, they're traveling to the tune of $200 billion annually. So think about this business this way. Almost everybody you know is traveling anyway. So if travel is booked and people are traveling anyway, why not get in the way of the money? It just makes sense. What's in it for you? I am glad you asked. InteleTravel is willing to cut you in for 70 to 80% of the commission that they receive from the vendor. Guys, we work with all major vendors out there. We work with Marriott. If you love Marriott, stay with them. If you like to book your travel through American Airlines, go right ahead. Use your rewards. It doesn't matter. If you enjoy cruising with Carnival, continue to do so. But guys, here, you will move from being a consumer to a merchant. And you will be able to talk directly with the vendors, book with the vendors, have relationships with the vendors. And guys, it makes sense to travel as an insider and not an outsider. There are no third-party intermediaries cutting into your money. That money is between you and that vendor and InteleTravel. Guys, best support system in the world. They support their agents. They have 18 training videos in the back office. They have travel agent universities. They put together a program to truly train you. But the difference between this education and the education I received is that you're not going to be in a bunch of student loan debt with Sally Mae to get it. Guys, you learn and you earn. As you learn, you earn booking your trips. The company gives you, again, a personalized website. It looks like Expedia or any other booking engine out there. And your name will be attached to it. When they open the website, they'll see your name, and all travel booked through your site is connected to you. You have business cards, brochures, ways to advertise and market your business. The only way that you stay a secret is if you become a secret agent. But if you have a little bit of drive about you and you tell a few friends and family, the word of mouth will be out on the streets that a new travel agent is in town. Ladies and gentlemen, what are the commissions looking like for you? Well, guys, if someone is a frequent business traveler, let's say that they travel for business and they got to go, they go to your website, and 3 times a month, you're looking at $151.20 for a commission like that. Golfers, they are golfing, they golf in groups. That could be a $275 commission for you. Honeymooners out there, and you know what? The brides typically know where they want to go that is not for you to have to figure out where she wants to go. They know. And when they tell you where they want to go and you make the arrangements, guys, that may take you all of 15, 20 minutes to enter that information. $561 could be that commission for you. What about cruisers? How many of you on the line have been cruising before? And we cruise in groups. In this case, you cruised with a group of 20 people. I know that my sorority sisters and I have a cruise that we just did. Guys, you're talking about $2,000 back from the cruise. So you get a confirmation number and a commission check. Guys, it just makes sense. Travel is one of those industries that gives you perks. When you own a travel agency through InteleTravel, yes, you can book travel and make money from whoever's booking it with you. But guys, there's fun attached to this. And I don't know about you, but if I can ever get an inside scoop on something, that's what I like to do. And here you can travel as an insider and not an outsider. You can travel wholesale while the world is traveling retail. And what do I mean by that? There are FAM trips that are available to you. FAM trips. And FAM trips, guys, are just short for familiarization trips where as a travel agent, you have access to properties, resorts all around the world that want you there. Why? Because when you go to their property, they know that you're going to go back and tell your friends, your clients, your family, and they're going to book those people through your referral. Word of mouth is extremely strong, and you being a travel professional carries a lot of weight. So guys, these FAM trips, my mother was on a FAM trip last year to Jamaica. And I said, listen, don't go over there and get your groove back. Come back home. But guys, she was there for 6 days. 5 nights, all the food you could eat, all the drinks you could drink. In fact, there was butler service. They continued to replace the wine bottles every night. She was in Negril, Montego Bay, and Ocho Rios, 3 islands in those 6 days. $199. Then another group came in last year. We were in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic for $149. Guys, this was a Club Med property. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a cruise coming up. So if you like cruises in September, now I know that those of you who cruise know how much they cost. And this is a ocean view for $199. You could not stay here where I live in Dallas, Texas, in a reasonable hotel for one night. For $199. You can't stay in Dallas, Texas for 1 week without the hotel having a number on it for $300. Guys, this is a balcony cabin. 4-day Bohemian cruise for $300 for double occupancy. Guys, that's incredible. There's a whole lot of fun that takes place on these ships. They're like little cities on the sea. So you definitely want to take advantage of the FAM trips, and there are hundreds to choose from. InteleTravel gives you a couple of guarantees. You know, many of us have always worked for someone. We've always been employees. We have never been our own boss. And guys, I'm going to be totally transparent. It was very scary for me to have a home-based business because I'm just not, it wasn't something that I was used to. So I had apprehension. And here InteleTravel says, this is why we want to gain your business. Because if you book for your client, number one, and they find something cheaper within 7 days, you don't have to be concerned about them confronting you. Guys, they give you a best price guarantee that says if you find something within those 7 days, guys, we'll meet or beat that price. And in addition to that, if you sign up as a business partner, and let's say that you have cold feet and you have buyer's remorse, you say, you know what? I don't want to make money on travel. I don't want any extra cash coming through my house. I don't need to save money on travel. I don't mind full price. Guys, the company will give you back within 30 days every dime that you spend investing into the business. In addition to that, guys, there's a risk-free profit guarantee that says that you come aboard for 1 year. You pay your $60 overhead monthly, and you don't save or earn what you invested in your business. They will refund you the difference. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know any business that you can invest in that will give you these kinds of guarantees. But InteleTravel knows their product is so powerful. And this is an investment that many people say, Miss Watkins, I've looked up and Googled being a travel agent, thousands of dollars to own your own travel agencies. But guys, InteleTravel says this, it's $179 to partner with us. PlanNet Marketing says it's only 20 bucks, 19.95. And if you want both businesses, 200 bucks. $199 is all. Guys, that same $199 is what I paid and invested in this business 18 months ago. The same $59.90 per month. This company has just awarded me with the ruby ring signifying earnings of $250,000. So when I tell you I speak from a position of I've been there, in April 7th of 2014, guys, I walked into work, I was fired. I was let go. Downsize, right size, fired size. And they said, today is your last day. And I had absolutely no idea what I was going to do. So how many of you know that job security, it doesn't exist? You know, it's a thing that just doesn't exist. And that's why Warren Buffett, billionaire tycoon, says never rely on a single source of income. Always make investment to create a second source. And guys, when I did not do that, I suffered. I went through some hard times, car repossessed, lost everything, had to move back home. It was rough. But guys, this business was a saver for me. It changed my life. And I began to learn wealth principles. And now that's why I'm so passionate about teaching, because I know that any one of us are one paycheck away from a disaster. You know, and so Mr. Bradley began to share with me, if you truly want to live your dream, you've got to build a team. You have got to learn the difference between linear income and leverage income. What's linear income? Linear income means you go to work, you make the money, you get paid. That's linear, from one hand to the next. But guys, how many of you would be interested in making money and you not be present? Other people are present. That's what your boss does. You know, that's what the owner of your company does. When I was in property management, the owners were not there working, leasing apartments with me. They were not showing apartments, cleaning apartments to get them ready for residents. They did none of that. They were on the golf course. They were, you know, showed up every now and then at a corporate meeting or whatever. But guys, they had a network. And that's really where I want many of you to see that two people make money, the recruiter and the recruited. Who do you think makes more? Well, guys, it always is the recruiter. And here you can be a travel agent, but you can also have hundreds of thousands of travel agents under the umbrella of your business. Every time you share with someone, let's say I go out there and I share this with Anthony, my friend Barbara, my friend Charmaine, and they get started. Charmaine has already been booking her family reunion. She's already been doing it. And I share with her, you can get paid for that, girl. And she says, wow, I didn't know it. $200 investment, boom. And now she has access to major vendors. She's booking that, you know, family reunion and getting paid. Guys, they give me $50 for getting her started. So not only that, let's say Charmaine goes out there and she shares this opportunity with Keisha. She says, you know what, Keisha, we've been booking travel for our family all these years. We've never got paid. And Keisha, I know you're a go-getter. I know you own a barber shop. I know that you like money. How would you like to make money on all the clients that are sitting in your chair? All the clients that are coming through your barber shop? She says, you know what? That makes sense. Charmaine goes out there and shares with Keisha. She gets $50. But here's the thing, because I signed up Charmaine, I get a 50% match of whoever she shares the business with forever and ever and ever. Guys, do you know that you can match 50 people, 50%? I've personally sponsored about 37, 40 people into the business. But that's not anything in comparison to some. I mean, we have people who have sponsored hundreds and they match them 50%, every single one of them. So guys, the 50% match is huge. It's absolutely huge. And in addition to that, there's a team bonus that puts $60 on the table and says you can get as much or a little of that as you want every time somebody joins your team. Guys, there are levels to this, and you're going to be bad before you're good, and you're going to be good before you're great. And when you go out there and you sign 3 people up, you've started your network. You've got this thing rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 people frontline to you is bronze. 6 ITAs frontline to you is silver. And 9 is gold. Once you get 9 people front line to you on your team, the company gives you a $10 override on everybody coming into your organization. Again, that team bonus activates. In addition to that, let's say that you book, some travel, or you may not, but you sponsored into this business, Becky. And Miss Becky, she always pulls together her class reunion. Well, if you're a goal builder and you personally sponsor Becky into the business, when she gets a check for $5,000, you get 10% of that. That's $500, and you didn't know anybody at the class reunion. Ladies and gentlemen, Goal Builder gives you access to 10% on the matrix matches as well. Now, what is the matrix? I'm glad you asked. The matrix is what I like to call the economy equalizer, because I had a 401k that was a 401 joke. I was no closer to being free than the man on the moon. And guys, this is truly a retirement option. Why? Residual income. Residual income, guys, my mentor said if more people understood the power of residual, they would run through a brick wall to get it. Let me tell you who understands residual income. The new wave of kids who are Ivy League graduates. They are not coming out of school necessarily to get a job. They are thinking of the next app to develop. Why? Because they can get $1 and be filthy rich. Because why? They understand that the internet is so powerful that they can get $1 from 1 million people on the planet. They're not thinking local business. They're not thinking brick and mortar. They're not even thinking linear income. This new wave of kids are not even turned on by being millionaires. They want to be billionaires. And guys, that's when I begin to understand the power of residual income. This company says we will actually meet your needs and award you $4 a person, 3 levels across, 9 levels deep. So when people come into your team, whether you sponsor them or not, guys, this compensation plan and this matrix allows you to get love from above. So whoever invited you to the webinar tonight, you benefit from their efforts as well as they recruit, as you recruit, as the team recruits. You actually get $4 per person. Ladies and gentlemen, all you have to do is contribute. Isn't that fair? The company will pay out $4 a person, but as you recruit 2 people, you open up level 1. When you recruit that 3rd person and go bronze, you open up level 3. 4, 4. When you bring in 9 people and go gold, you open up every level of your matrix. Guys, again, you have 3. Those 3 people know 3 people that want to get paid on travel or save money on travel. Your residual income goes from 4 to 48 to 156 to 480, all the way down to up to $118,000 per month. Now, I don't know about you, but I definitely would not be mad at $118,000 per month as the team grows. Guys, what if your team was only 100? And you went director in this company? That's $400 in guaranteed residual income every single month. But if your team grew to 1,000, $4,000 in residual income because people wanted to make money on travel and wanted to save money on travel, guys, do you think that if people honestly knew that they could have their own Expedia.com, they'd go to somewhere else if the price is just as good or lower on their own website? No, people just don't know. But as the word gets out and as cities get saturated and as the word gets, home to home, people will join your team, whether not just because of you, but in spite of you. And that's what I love about this. Again, guys, I'm 2,800 strong and we're only in 18 months. Can you imagine next year this time where you will be? Guys, the matrix is powerful. And again, if you're a goal builder, you get a 10% match on the people you sponsor in their matrix checks. The icing on the cake is the director program. And what I love about the director program is you're in control. I spent, again, a long time in corporate America. And many times when I was up for a review, I had to really cross my fingers and made sure that I was nice to my boss so that I could get that raise that I was due. I had done the work. But guys, how many of you know you're kind of waiting on someone else to give you the green light to that raise? And if they don't like you, if you don't play office politics, you may not get that raise. Here, You can actually take your monthly bonus from 0 to 500 by simply building a team of 100 people. That will come to your household outside of the matrix. I already talked about $4 a person, but this is just a bonus that says thank you for building a big team and helping the company to grow. Guys, I spent a long time helping companies grow and they didn't give me anything extra. They actually told me I should be grateful. I remember a boss telling me, you should be grateful for your salary. And I used to work late. I took work home. This is how, committed I was. I took work home. I took work on vacations because I just always worked with integrity. Well, the company didn't reward me extra, but here I made a decision. If I could work that hard for corporate America and somebody else, I could work that hard for myself. And guys, we built a team, not of 100, not of 3, not 500, but guys, close to 3,000. When the team gets to 4,000 on the first of the month, guys, they'll award me a check for 10 grand on the first. And any of you on the line can do the same. What I love about this company, it's not a respective person. Somebody starting today can go around me. It's not the kind of thing that people say, oh, only the people at the top make money. Guys, here you have the chance to go to the top and make all the money you want. You can even go around your sponsor. The way that this compensation plan is designed, anybody can win on any level. You just pick whichever star you want to fall on. Once you make six figures, the company puts that presidential sapphire ring on your finger. Once you do $250,000, you get the ruby. $500,000, you get the diamond. And when you're making $83,333 per month, you get the double diamond ring. And you are a $1 million earner, guys. Five-star directors get that Rolex watch, and that is free. Anybody interested in a free Rolex? Well, guys, go out here and build this business, and they will put one on your wrist, just like they have done with Mr. Shedrick White. Guys, we're just getting started. We are just getting started. We have a couple of conventions coming up. We have one coming up in Atlanta. We have one coming up in Baltimore, Maryland. We just left London, England. This company is educating people. Again, there's 18 videos that InteleTravel empowers you with in your back office. PlanNet Marketing has 7 videos that you can watch to learn how to market your business. There is a state-of-the-art app. The app is awesome. And you can send information like this, like the webinar I just did for you tonight. Guys, there are videos back there you can share with people. If you don't want to talk and, you may say, well, JP, I can't talk like you. That's great. You don't have to. Send the video from your app and share. Guys, this is the kind of business that is not a hard sell. Everybody, look, you can ask a 3-year-old, a 5-year-old, do you want to go to Disney? And the answer is absolutely yes. You would see them running around. You could ask a teenager, would you love to go to a water park somewhere? Would you love to go to the beaches of Cancun? They're doing spring break in all kinds of places. You can ask a married couple, would you like to cruise the Mediterranean, go on romantic trips to Paris? They're loving it. You can ask, people who are retiring. Guys, they want to travel. So it doesn't matter the demographic, the age group, the race, the gender. Everybody wants to travel more. And guys, we're here to support you in showing people your business and helping you to expand. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. I tell people Rome wasn't built in a day, and you won't be a multimillionaire in a day. This is not a get rich quick scheme, guys, but this is a solid business opportunity for you simply to share with people that you own a travel agency for $200. And ladies and gentlemen, you're able to help their dreams come true. But not only can you own a travel agency, but you can also partner with like-minded individuals who really want to win just like you. Individuals that I've met some amazing go-getters. And one of the things that my mentor said was when I was going through my hard times, Miss Watkins, it's not about you. He began to tell me that you don't know whose rescue you're attached to. He said, but because you believe in yourself, somebody will be blessed through your opportunity. And guys, 2,800 families have come from my mindset to put my oxygen mask on first and to go serve the masses and help some more people. So if you have a servant heart, if you don't mind helping other people, this is for you. This is all about a business of helping other people win. And when you help enough people get what they want, guys, you get what you want. So get back with the person and let them know what's your number. You're either a 1, 2, or a 3. A number 1 is somebody who says, you had me at travel. I love to travel. I love to make money on travel. I'd love to have some tax write-offs. This business is for me. Working from home in my PJs, sign me up. A number 2 is somebody who says, it sounds great, but I want more questions. I want more info. I need to get some questions answered. And we'll get with you with one of these tip top leaders on a 3-way call, or we'll shoot you some more info. And number 3 is somebody who says, you know what? It sounds great, but it's just not for me. I don't travel. I don't desire to. I don't need any extra cash. But whoever invited you to this webinar, please be their customer. At minimum, if you are going to travel, rent a car, get a hotel, go on a cruise, go to their website, patronize them. Because again, if the price is just as good or lower on their website, guys, why not keep the money within the circle of people you know? But better than giving them the money, why not invest the money in you? Bet on you. See, Mr. Bradley just offered the PlanNet Pledge. Once you go director in this company, Mr. Bradley says that all of your residual income that you earn is now willable and passed down to your family. God forbid anything happened to you. Guys, that freed me because I know for a fact that the income that I make every single month will help my family if something ever happens. If something happened to you today, can you will your job? Most likely not. So this particular company is truly concerned about leaving legacy. And leaving a legacy, guys, is one of the best things you could ever do. I'm always telling my friends and family, leave a will and not a bill. Make sure that you do all that you can do to change the world while you're here. And above all that, guys, have some fun. This business is changing lives. We're having a great time, but we're also leaving a legacy. So get back with the person who invited you. Let them know that you're a 1, a 2, or a 3, and get started, not now, but right now. We'll see you at the beach. We'll see you at the bank, and we'll definitely see you at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. My name is JP Watkins, 4-star director, going 5. Have a blessed evening and good night.